Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best free cards in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 15,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So, top 10 free cards in MyTEAM right now. I will say, honestly, a lot of good free cards are available in MyTEAM. I just think 2K hasn't done a good job of consistently dropping good free reward content throughout Season 2, and there's just been a lack of consistency there. While a lot of the top biggest name players are continue to be gatekept behind these events, Giannis and LeBron are ready this season in those big event lock-ins, which I am not a huge fan of. They're calling those events instead of dropping spotlights and things that we actually want, even the pyramid of power type of stuff. But regardless, I don't need to rant about 2K's content today. I think we all know we're dissatisfied with what they've been doing there, but the free content hasn't been too bad. There were some actually pretty good free reward cards from the Freaky set. John Havlicek isn't bad either from the Majestic set yesterday, but he doesn't crack this top 10. Steve Smith does at 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan. He's not really a great shot creator, a little bit of a low ball handle rating, but which prevents him from timing bursting, but he's still a very good 3-and-D card. Great size at shooting guard. Really, really nice, smooth, easy release, and then defensively, he's super duper solid. Not an elite playmaker, capable but not incredible slasher, but a very, very good big 3-and-D shooting guard, so still a super viable, solid option at the shooting guard position. At the number 9 spot, I'm going to go with Kyrie Irving. My main complaint about Kyrie, and honestly the thing that keeps him, honestly, he's out of my top 10 at the point guard position right now, is the fact that he just, number one, he can't defend. Number two, he can't shoot, or he can't dunk, so he's kind of limited, and his release can be a bit baited. His movement is incredible. I still think he moves the best of any point guard in the game right now, simply because he's the only usable point guard that has Kyrie dribble style, and I think Kyrie dribble style is really the best dribble style in the game by a decent chunk. But 93 speed and excel, 92 shot 3. Defensively, he's not good. He'll get occasional perimeter stops, but he's not a good defender. Doesn't have the badges for it, and he also can't get every badge upgraded, which is kind of disappointing for a level 40. He's an incredible playmaker and an elite level shooter, but his release can be a bit baited, can be a bit easy to contest at times. He can still be an absolutely dominant card in spurts, but I still think because of some of his limitations, I gotta leave him lower on the list. At number 8, gonna go with Cliff Robinson. I think Cliff Robinson is like a top 10-ish center power forward option in my team. 6'10", 7'1" wingspan. He's got 80 speed at the big man spots, 83 ball, 80 standing, 85 driving dunk, 90 interior, and then 88 perimeter, 85 lateral, 80 block. Like, he's a very good defender, very versatile all-around statistical card. He shoots the ball pretty well. His release is smooth and consistent, easy to green. I was very impressed with this card. Got him very early this season, and I've been very impressed by how good he is. I even use him occasionally in certain things. Have used him a lot in salary cap. I think he's a really, really solid option at the power forward position or the center position. Either one. Very good at both spots, and I really, really like the card a lot. I think he's a great option. At number 7, going with Sean Livingston, 6'7", defensive-minded PG. I really like him as well. There's a lot of pretty solid free point guard options that we've gotten. 90 speed. He doesn't shoot the ball great, but I will say, used this card several times in different things, including I was using him on an account that I was doing gameplay on yesterday, and I've been very impressed with his ability to shoot the ball in green consistently. Release is super smooth and easy, even with a low 3 ball. If you catch and shoot with confidence, you can definitely hit with Sean Livingston at a very consistent level. He's a very nice slasher, good inside point guard, big size, 6'7", gives you a lot of defensive versatility, and he's just a solid all-around defender in general. I really like Sean Livingston a lot as a card, though. I think he was an awesome free reward in Season 2. Honestly, one of the few good free rewards we've gotten this season. D-Wade, though, is Season 1. We need more events like D-Wade. I understand it cost like 60K after you sold the cards back to get this D-Wade card, so I guess he technically is not free, but like, I'm including him on a free card tier list, even though I guess he's not. You could make, I don't know, I guess he's not completely utterly free. You make the MT back really quickly, though, from getting him and from playing for him, and then obviously he himself is not a card that, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't include him on this free list, but I am in today's video including him, and if y'all don't think he should be included, I guess that's okay. If you want to take him off, you could put him in the back, and you could put John Havlicek at number 10, if that will suffice. But I think for his price and what he is, basically, and how you get the card, he qualifies, in my opinion. And I think he's an absolutely incredible defensive PG with good size, great wingspan, good height, solid release, dunks the ball well, very smooth, easy release. I know it's not super fast, but he's got a nice fade as well. He moves pretty well, and he's just a really good all-around point point guard option. Still one of the better point guards in my team. Number 5, going to be Wilt Chamberlain. And my biggest complaint with Wilt is that he just can't shoot. And I cannot stand bigs that can't shoot the ball. It is so annoying to play with. But Wilt is still one of the most dominant defensive, slashing, dunking, and rebounding cards in the entire game. Incredible defender. Really, really good speed. Helps him out a lot. He can be a big-time mismatch, pushing the ball in transition. Really, when he gets any sort of mismatch at all, he's going to take advantage of it. He's going to dunk the ball incredibly well, rebound at a crazy high level, and just do everything on the inside incredibly well. He and Shaq are still great cards, but their times are certainly coming. And for me, they've already left my lineup. Wilt does not play for me anymore, but I still think he's a really solid card. Makes a lot of people's lineups, and if you're good with Wilt and you like the card, continue to use him. I still think he's a really good free reward card. Number 4 is going to be Joe Johnson. I think Joe Johnson is actually a pretty good card. I'm a fan of him at the small shooting guard position. I'm a bigger fan of him than I thought I was going to be, but his release is still baited. Now, with that being said, stat, badge, all that type of stuff wise, and honestly, animation wise as well to a certain extent, he's a really nice card, but it's mainly the stats and the badges. Very complete. The fact he can get every single badge upgraded is huge as well, because if you can add a couple of things like speed booster, break starter, maybe an anchor to him, you're going to get a really complete shooting guard option. Release is a little bit slow, but Levine dribble style isn't bad. His half court sigs aren't incredible, but they're not bad either. He's a really good card. The stats and the badges are just so solid. He's, I think, still a top 5-ish shooting guard in the game, 5th or 6th on my list, and the number 4 best shooting guard number 4 best free card in my team right now. At the number 3 spot, gonna have to go with the Gauntlet reward, which is Chris Bosh, the season 1 Gauntlet reward, not the season 2, obviously, Joe Johnson. They're both back to back though. Bosh, I think I like a little bit more than Joe, honestly, just because I feel like he is a little bit closer to the top tier power forwards than Joe is to the top couple of shooting guards, just because I guess Bosh a little bit more improved, I guess, as a shooter than Joe Johnson would be my main thing compared to his competition. Also, I just think the power forward position outside of Giannis isn't quite as stacked as shooting guard right now. But I really like Bosh a lot. I love the fact he can get every single badge. He shoots the ball really well. He's a capable dunker. Defensively, he's very good. The half rebound chaser is super duper nice. He's still one of my favorite bigs in the game. I've added some extra badges to him and made him a little bit extra souped up as well, and I think he's a top tier option. Brandon Roy coming in at number 2. I love the fact that the ultimate rewards are still in the top 2. I think that is a really good thing. That is one thing that 2K has done a good job of this year, is making the ultimate rewards and the level 40s worthwhile cards to grind. Hopefully that at least will continue. I know that free content has been a bit disappointing, but both seasons we've gotten guys who are still top 2 cards their positions, and SGA, who's obviously number 1, is the best point guard in the game in addition to being the best free card in the game, and that is something that is encouraging, so that there is an attainable way to get a guaranteed absolutely incredible card for free, or a couple every season, between the level 40 and the ultimate reward. But B-Roy is just a top tier option in my team. Elite release, very good all around stats and badges, great movement. He slashes incredibly well, and then if you badge him up, especially defensively, he's going to be really good in that area as well. I think a badge that B-Roy is pretty easily the 2nd best shooting guard in the game, and I think SGA is by a mile the best point guard in the game. As much as I like John Wall, Lonzo Ball, couple other cards like that, SGA is 6'6", so he's got the size, he's got the playmaking ability with the MJ dribble style, a really nice release, the ability to get every single badge, solid all around stats and badges. I think SGA is best point guard in the game, and I think he's got the potential to be the best point guard in the game for a while, because we've already seen Magic, we've already seen Lonzo, we've already seen John Wall. Who else can they drop at point guard? It's LaMelo and it's Penny. Those are pretty much the 2 guys, unless they were to drop like a really surprising early, like Luka with a change jumper would have to be new, but we already got a Luka, so I don't know about that. Ben Simmons will probably not play point guard this early, at least I hope not, and even then he wouldn't be able to shoot at all, so I don't know how viable that would be. I think there's a chance this SGA, especially badged up, is the best point guard in the game for a while, honestly, because I don't know if a LaMelo is going to be better unless we were to get a LaMelo who can get every badge, because SGA is just super duper good. So yeah, I think he's an incredible free card. Honestly, I think the top 10 free cards are actually pretty good. I just wish there was some more consistent free content coming. The back half of this is starting to lack just a little bit, and there is some positional lacking with small forwards as well for free cards, but also we just need more consistent content. It's time for some spotlights. It's time for another grind. It's time for something. We're halfway through the season, and we got to get something soon, and 2K's been letting us down, which is really disappointing, but it is what it is. Still got some pretty good free cards to grind for if you do want to get them. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.